This incredible puncture tyre repair kit here, and you can see a tyre. So I want to show you what's in here. So it's a full kit full of everything that you're going to need to repair a puncture on the go. So I'm going to demonstrate it for you. Luckily I don't currently have a puncture in here, so I have made my own here to show you. So not quite a tyre, but you'll get the process of how this works. So picture this with me, you've been driving along and suddenly boom, you've gone over a nail that was left. So we've got this kit here that's got lots of different pieces of kit in. So I'm going to get it out to show you what we've got here first. We've got the bit that repairs the puncture, we've got the lubricant to help, we've got the screw that you need to clear away the debris in the puncture, you've got the bit here that actually will deal with replacing, filling the puncture in, and then you've got the little knife here for at the end to cut away any excess you don't need, and then you've got a couple of replacements bits and pieces here that you can use as well, and a Allen key as well. So you've kind of got everything that you're going to need to repair a tyre, and you get a very simple instruction kit here. Now I'm nowhere near technical in anything to do with cars. That's why I really wanted to show you this, because it's so simple. Now I have obviously done a demo run to make sure I know what I'm doing, but I'm going to go through these steps with you. So step one, you get the pliers, and all of this is included in this set. So you get the pliers and you remove the object. Of course, if it's in the tyre, it's going to be a bit more difficult than pulling it out of here, but you take that out like that. So there's the puncture done, and then you take this tool here and you put it in, and then you'd screw just a little bit to make the hole a little bit bigger, just to make it easier to do what you need to do. Then you take that out, then you get a little bit of the lubricant here, and you place this on the area. So I'm just going to do it with one of the tools that they give you like that. So you get a little bit of that out like that, and you place that on the area like that, just to help it go in. So I'm just going to do a little bit more for the sake of the demo. So that will go over there like that, and then whoop, always make sure you keep the cover on. I like to keep them both on just to keep it more fresh. You do that up, and now this is the cool bit. You take off one of the puncture repair kits. So you just slightly pull this to the side. Now it is like a cool sticky material, so you slightly peel that off, and then you grab the tweezers like that. So you can grab this and take it out like that. I'm just going to do this slowly, because like I said, this stuff is meant to be really sticky. So you can take it down like that, and then you can just grab this off here. So you can see how actually sticky this stuff is. So you take that there, and then once you've got this, you grab the other tool, which is this one, and then it goes into the middle of it. So it goes through, whoop, it goes through the gap like that. Hang on, I'm going to have to just do this bit manually, I think. So then we can put thread repair cord into eye of the insert tool, which is this little bit here. So that's going to go through there like this. And we're going to have to try and thread this through. It's not too difficult, so you can just pull it like that, and it's going to go through the middle like that. And then once we've got that in like that, I do want to make sure it's in the middle. So we've got that there like that. So that's in now. And then what we do, and then you place this in here. So obviously this is going to be slightly lubricated and help this slide in. Now this of course isn't going to work 100% effectively, so I'm showing you on a box. But what you do is you push that in like that. And what's going to happen is that this little unit here is going to act, and it's going to help sort of wedge this into the position you need it in. Then as you take it out, when you're on a tyre, what would happen is that you'd be leant against it like that. And as you pull out, it would actually cut the material off, and it would get stuck in the tyre without this top bit. It would look something like that. And then the final step that you need to do is you'd get this really clean, sharp blade that they gave you, and you'd pull it away like that, and then you'd just cut the top bits off, nice and slowly, like that. And then these bits would come off like that. And then what we'd get is that it would leave the hole covered like that, and then these bits would be in the tyre like that, and it would completely seal the puncture. And then you just go along the top of the tyre like that, and you just cut away at it like that, and that would go over and it would completely fill the hole. So yes, this is not the world's greatest material to demo you how it works, but I just wanted to explain how cool this kit is. And if I ever do get a puncture, there will be a video made, but I needed to show you how good this was. So let's just recap. You have the incredible sticky material. You've got, so you'd go in here like that. And like I said, I was using a screw for an example. There was a screw in there, you'd grab that, you'd pull it out, you'd clear the hole with this, you'd put some of this on top, just to add a little bit of lubrication, and then you'd grab one of these out of here like that. You'd thread it through the needle here, that would go in, and then you'd hold your fingers there and put it out to the side of the tyre like that, and then that would cause it to rip and get wedged in there. And then you take the knife like that, and you just cut along the edge like that, and that would seal the puncture just like that. And then you've got one nice and easy kit where you take this little bit, you'd slide it all back into there, seal it up, lob it back in the boot, and you're good to go.